The AP just released their top 25 for week 2. Let's check it out.
At 25, we got Utah. Utah looked amazing opening week against UCLA. Quarterback play was amazing. Devon Dempierre, I believe that's how you say it. Great game. They put up numbers against UCLA. I think they put up like a 40 bomb against them. Personally, I think they should be ranked a bit higher than 25. At 24, we got Texas Tech. Didn't get to watch any film on them this week, but there's a lot of hype around this Texas Tech program. They brought in a lot of players, a lot of money in this program. Hopefully they can, win the Big 12. We got 23, Indiana. Don't think they should be ranked, but we'll see. I've been wrong many times. Indiana, last year they had a good run, but I don't see them doing that again. Tennessee at 22, interesting. I believe they should be higher. Their quarterback looked amazing, Joey Aguilar. They put up, plus 40 on a Syracuse team. And, people sleep on Syracuse. Syracuse is a good program. They got a good coach over there. And I see good things happening with Tennessee if the quarterback play continues. And we got 21, Alabama. I don't know how they're ranked 21. But this is what I mean when I say the rankings, the preseason rankings affect the rankings now. They need to leave Alabama on here because they had them at number 8, which it makes no sense. I don't think preseason rankings should be a thing, but they are. Alabama should not be ranked after that loss. I think the Alabama run is over. It's been over since Nick Saban's left. You saw the videos of the Alabama players jogging, and the energy is just not there. It's not there at all. We got 20, Ole Miss. I don't have much to say on Ole Miss. They didn't play anyone notable this week.
At 19, we got Texas A&M. Look, I think A&M will have an okay season. Again, this program has been hyped all in the offseason, and I don't see them cracking the top 10 personally, but we'll see. We got 18, Oklahoma, another program that's been hyped up. I think John Mateer, the quarterback, is going to do nice this year. He had a great first opening game. Again, they didn't play anyone notable, but they play Michigan this week, week 2, and this is going to be the real test for this OU team. If they beat Michigan, I think they deserve to be moved up, obviously. And we got 17, SMU. Look, haven't been keeping up with SMU that much, so we're going to have to wait and see. 16, Iowa State. Quarterback play's been amazing with them. Beat Kansas State week 0. And I think this Iowa State team has a good future this year. They play Iowa this week, week 2, and that's going to be a good rivalry game. We got 15, Michigan. Bryce Underwood and Michigan. They look good against New Mexico. Personally, thought they'd do a bit more, but like I said, Michigan's these Big Ten teams are slower teams, right? Like, you're not going to see them put up big numbers like the SEC teams. So I like the Michigan. I like Michigan. Bryce Underwood looks good. And again, they play OU this week, and that'll be the big test for them. We got 14, Florida State. Florida State, personally, should be ranked a bit higher than 14 after that win against Alabama. But they're at 14 right now. Tommy Castellano only threw the ball 9 times, and they managed to put up 31 points on Alabama. And look, that Alabama game started amazing for Alabama. They were running the ball. They were moving well. After that first drive, I was like, okay, Alabama's going to win this. I was about to place their spread on live, their spread. Thank God it didn't. But Florida State looks good. And maybe Alabama's just bad, but I don't think they're that bad. I think Florida State really just improved a lot from last season. 2-10 last year is crazy. To now beating Alabama week 1. So I'm happy for them. Then we got Florida at 13. Didn't play anyone notable this week. Although DJ Lagway played all right. If DJ Lagway can stay healthy this year, they'll be a very, very competitive team. I like Billy Napier a lot. And last year, they started off pretty slow, but near the end of the season, they really picked it up. We got 12, Arizona State. They got their quarterback returning from last season. Look, I don't think they're going to be amazing. I don't think they were amazing last year, but they're ranked number 12. Okay, we got Illinois at 11. I'm not mad with this. I like Illinois. 10, we got South Carolina. I think South Carolina should be ranked way, way higher than this. Maybe number 6. And the Lenore Sellers looked amazing. This guy's running over people. He's just a big body, man. He's throwing the ball good. When you got a quarterback that can do both, it's amazing. But yeah, they played VTech week 1. You know, VTech's a sneaky team, man. People think VTech's a cakewalk. They're not. They're a pretty solid team. We got number 9, Notre Dame. Don't think they should be ranked 9th. Should be maybe 15th or something. They just lost a solid Miami team. Although their quarterback looked okay, I wanted to see a bit more Jeremiah Love. But I'm excited to see what Notre Dame does moving forward. I think they'll be all right. We got number 8, Clemson. And they got manhandled at home by LSU. Even though it was a low-scoring game, you know, Clemson started off pretty strong. Cade Klubnik looked okay. And then once LSU just brought the pressure on them, it was over. It was over for them. And look, I like Dabo and the LSU and the Clemson squad, but I don't see them making it far this year. They might have been a bit overhyped. And we got number 7, Texas. I do agree Texas should still be in the top 10. If Arch Manning cleans his act up, which I don't think he will because I don't think he is all that, personally. There's a reason why he didn't play over Quinn Ewers last year, and all the fans wanted him to play over them. Arch Manning, when he did play, he played against scrubs last year, so he looked amazing. And Texas has an easy next 2 games. So, look, Arch Manning's going to play good against all of them, and now everyone's going to get back on the Arch Manning hype. Personally, I will not be. If you can't put more than 7 on a top 5 team, then you should not be in the talks of a Heisman or anything like that. Number 6, Oregon. Look, their quarterback play was great week 1, although they played Montana State. I think Oregon's going to be good. I like Dan Lanning and what he does over there at Oregon. I think they're going to be a competitor moving forward. We got number 5, Miami. And Miami looked nice. They looked nice against Notre Dame. I took them personally to win the game outright. Carson Beck, I'm just a big Carson Beck fan, man. Maybe because I'm a big Georgia fan. But, Carson Beck looked amazing. And if he had players that were catching balls how they did in Miami yesterday or whenever they played, I think Georgia would have been a way better squad last year. At number 4, we got Georgia. I'm not mad with this spot, number 4. I think Gunnar Stockton's going to be all right this year. He's a good runner. He did have a rushing touchdown against Marshall, although it is Marshall. I did like how they played. I like how they used Gunnar Stockton. I'm just worried about later on when they're playing good defenses and Gunnar Stockton has to, read real defenses and make big plays. I don't think he's capable of those big plays and those throws as Carson Beck was with them last year. Hopefully, Georgia cleans up their receivers and they can catch balls this year. If that's the case, then I think Georgia has a good chance of winning it all. I'm a big Georgia fan. Okay, we got number 3, LSU. LSU, well-deserved number 3. Garrett Nussmeier played an amazing game against that Clemson defense. At Clemson, at Death Valley. It was an amazing game. I'm happy that Brian broke the streak, the 5-year losing streak of opening games. That was a great watch. Low-scoring affair. LSU defense looked good too. They really did. They shut down a solid Clemson squad, although, a little overhyped in my opinion, Clemson squad. They still got the job done at Clemson. So looking forward to see what LSU does for the rest of the year. And then we got number 2, Penn State. Look, I do not agree with Penn State at number 2. I think they're going off the success from last year. They believe Drew Allard is some god and he's going to save Penn State. Personally, I don't think so. I really don't. Although the running back play is very good. I love the running backs. But if Penn State can beat the teams they need to beat later on in the season, like the Ohio States, the Oregons, I think that obviously they'll have a chance if they can beat those teams. But in years past, they haven't been able to beat those teams. It's like they can't break through that wall of those teams. So therefore, I don't think they should be ranked number 2. Maybe number 8 if I'm being nice. But Penn State's going to be good this year, but they're not going to be good enough to win it all. At number 1, we got Ohio State. 1-0 Ohio State, coming off a big win at home against Texas. Julian Sand looked good for a new quarterback for them. Personally, I think he looked amazing. Their defense also held up. Maybe because Arch Manning wasn't that impressive, they held up. But they had Texas at the one yard line, and they stuffed them up. So Ohio State's defense looked good. I love Caleb Downs, great player. And I think Ohio State, the reigning national champions, if they can do it back-to-back, I will be impressed with Ryan Day. Guys, just remember, these rankings don't mean nothing. They really don't mean nothing. If you're placing bets and looking at these rankings, don't look at them. It doesn't matter. Personally, if you're placing bets, I'd wait another week. Week 1, I rarely place bets. They're small bets. But if you're going week 2, be careful. There's still a lot of teams that are sneaky good. And, don't base your thinking off this AP 25.